All right, guys, just a little update. Got this back from the shop yesterday. She now has a short bed on her. I got this bed at a pretty good price, but because the floor is complete garbage in it. Saying that, the sides are the real prize. Original sides. I'm not gonna have to do any metal work on them. That's nice. Started mounting the tanks, but what I ran into is I know these tanks these straps come off of this truck, but for some reason this one I can't put it back on, so I gotta buy a piece. Lift kit should come tomorrow. We're gonna do a 2-inch lift on it, but this is just a look at where we're at on the thing. You can see the floor is like right there. The floor is pretty toast, but the bed sides are good, so that's good. I got some outside. We'll pull into the video. I got the driver's tank back on it, up in there, so we can actually start it now. They cut the exhaust off of it, so she's pretty loud. We'll have to get an exhaust done on it, but it's back to running. It's stripping the flex plate, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. This side over here, it's a pretty good gap. They did a real good job. I paid a good price for it, but paid professionals. Seemed like the right thing to do. I've got to have my drive shaft cut down 14 inches, I believe it is. We're gonna lift it and then measure it. So on the bed floor, because we gotta take the bed apart, I bought a short bed donor that had been in a mishap, so we got that. But I was digging around on Summit, and the OER floor came in stock, so we're gonna try it out. I've only done the AMD floors before, but we're gonna try it out. It costs a third of what the other ones do. Check out this frame though. This is a short bed frame. It's got 56-inch springs on it from the factory. It's a pretty odd combo, but it also has, I believe, a 12 bolt rear end. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna strip this off of it for the other one, and then I need to use this to get the bolt hole locations for the bumper. But this thing was in a fire. I think it could probably be saved. Might be a little bent. I've got another C10 front cross member out in the pasture, or we could, perfect candidate for converting it to a 4-wheel drive again. A little bent right there, but that's no big deal. So yeah, we're gonna lift it 2 inches. I think the back already has a 2-inch lift on it, but I think it's a block lift. The front, the springs are turned up. Let's see here. You can see they kind of got that reverse bow to them. So we're gonna swap that. We're gonna take the fenders off of it. I've got one off the 77 out there that we've recoated, and then I got a brand new one. I'm gonna put new fenders on it. I'm trying to find a new passenger door because we got a little crack right here, and the way that happens is originally there's a screw that comes through and clamps on this. I'd almost bet money, see how that moves? That screw was never put back in when maybe they took this apart to paint it or something. So that mirror just sits out here and it breaks the metal. We might be able, I've got welding skill now, I might be able to fix it because the rest of the door is pretty decent. So we'll try it. Back door, little hole in it right there. It's a place out in East Texas that has a bunch of burbs. He wants $100 a door. For me, if he's got a good door, it's worth $100, and my saved time to just do that. So we're gonna try that. Let's see here. I haven't done anything to this side yet. We still got to work on the floor pan. The rocker needs a little love. Let's see here. Up there on the front, and then back here on the back. And what I'm thinking is I'll be able to use one rocker, cut the front part out of it because we can't use it on there, and then use the back here. So I'm hoping I can get by with one AMD rocker piece. Come over to this side. Bit of a bit of a mess right now, but it'll be all right. We got our back rocker in. I still got to fix right there. That's no big deal. We just try to put it back together to get it to the fab shop. The front one is odd. We started fixing that. There's a video. We're gonna finish the video on that. But I got brand new hinges. It still seems like the door drops when you open it, but that's whatever. Got a new rocker in. Still needs a little cleanup. New floor in. Also needs a little cleanup. We just kind of put it back together to get it where I could take it to the fab shop. So also going to try to replace this door. I can't remember why. There was some fuckery about on it somewhere. Maybe I'm just dreaming, but I think it's right here. But the mirror, it's the same thing. You can see, I think it's also missing the screw on the inside. But back door is good. It needs some body work, but not too bad. We're gonna just try to get this thing painted primer gray for now, and then just enjoy it. This door came with my frame. I've never actually looked at it, but it might be a good replacement for the passenger door. It's got a little dent right there. Not too bad though. Fill up that mirror hole, but you never turn down a good door. So yeah, so let's see here. Guess I'll get dirty. Let's go under here and take a gander. So they used my PB Fab kit because I can't remember why. I just kind of get measurements off of it. So there's both sides where they cut the frame. They took 14 inches out of here and whatever needed on the back to make the bed fit. Underneath though, she's pretty, I mean, it's a pretty decent truck under here. So we got a little bit of rocker work there to do. One with there. That one probably, no bullshit, probably 30 minutes to do that rocker now that I know what I'm doing on them. And then you can see the bed floor still plenty of holes in it, so there's whatever. New shocks, but we're replacing the springs, and I believe that is not a factory 2-inch, maybe even a 3-inch riser. So I do a little looking around to get springs. Hopefully the springs I ordered work. And then we're gonna go from there. I've got to, like I said, new, I gotta have the drive shaft cut, but like I said, we're gonna wait till we get it jacked up. Tank's in over there, but I still need to drill. When I get the bed off, I'm gonna sort that out. We're gonna drill the other 3 holes that holds the back on. We also got to clearance our thing for this because it sits, I think right here is the first hole, so it sits funky, but we're gonna work through it. I think missing, either way. So yeah, just a little bit of a look. Like I said, the bed sides are good on this, so we're gonna scratch them and strip it down because we gotta kill all that patina there. It's pretty cool. It still has the original. I mean, it's a 77, 78 bed with that trim. I got a set of these. They're 16 by 10s at the Summit Outlet the other day for $250 for the set. A smoking deal. I don't know if we'll use them or not, but still, there's that. And then my fab guy sold me a set of these, which is pretty cool. I have to find a new center. Tires are kind of useless, but pretty cool for rolling around, and see if we want to go with that. And then slowly been stripping parts off our 77 out there. Maybe we'll get back to that one. But yeah. Next thing, lift kit. And then changing out these janky battery cables. It's funny, when you hit the starter, this one jumps. It's pretty wild to see. But then, you know, you got this jankiness over here, jankiness over here. I like the painless set. It's like $75. It's got real thick cables. Solves a lot of problems. Thinking about converting it from Hydro Boost down to vacuum. Either way, we got to clean up a lot of this shit here. I know it can be done, but we may leave it Hydro Boost. Who knows? But either way, probably going to swap the carb out, because for some reason it won't start after it's sit a while until you introduce some kind of fuel or something into the air portion. So maybe something sticking or something along those lines. So yeah, that's just an update of this bad boy. I hope by the end of the week to have bumpers back, bumpers on it and the tags on it, maybe be able to drive this thing around. So anywho, thanks for checking it out, and then we'll go from there.